Was the Athenian Empire a protection racket as some historians argue, or a diplomatic solution to the threat of the Persian Empire? The Athenian Empire, also known as the Delian League, was a confederation of city-states in ancient Greece that was founded in the 5th century BCE. It was created as a defensive alliance against the threat of Persian invasion, but it soon evolved into something very different. While the Athenian Empire is often portrayed as a cooperative effort among Greek city-states, some historians have argued that it was actually more like a protection racket, with Athens acting as the enforcer. So, was the Athenian Empire really a cooperative effort, or was it just a way for Athens to protect its own interests? To answer this question, we need to take a closer look at the history of the Athenian Empire. In 490 BCE, Athens played a crucial role in the Battle of Marathon, where the Athenians defeated a Persian invasion force. This victory solidified Athens' position as a major power in Greece and set the stage for the creation of the Delian League. Narrator: the Delian League was created in 478 BCE as a defensive alliance against the Persians. Each member state was required to contribute troops or ships to the League's military forces, and the League's treasury was kept on the island of Delos. Narrator: at first, the Athenians played a relatively minor role in the League, serving as one of several leading members. However, over time, Athens began to assert its dominance over the League and to use it to further its own interests. One way that Athens did this was by using the League's resources to fund its own projects, such as the construction of the Parthenon. Athens also used the League's navy to maintain control over the Aegean Sea and to enforce its own policies. For example, Athens imposed trade sanctions on the city-state of Megara, which had previously been a close ally, and used its navy to enforce the sanctions. Some historians have argued that these actions were justified, as Athens was simply protecting its own interests and promoting the common good. Others, however, have argued that Athens was acting more like a protection racket, using the threat of force to extract resources from weaker city-states. One example of Athens using force to maintain its dominance over the League was the treatment of the city-state of Naxos, which attempted to withdraw from the League in 471 BCE. Athens responded by besieging the city and forcing it to pay a large sum of money as tribute. Narrator: another example was the treatment of the city-state of Melos, which refused to join the League in 416 BCE. Athens responded by besieging the city and ultimately massacring its population. These actions suggest that Athens was willing to use force to maintain its dominance over the League and to enforce its policies. In conclusion, the Athenian Empire was a complex entity that can be viewed in different ways. While some historians argue that it was a cooperative effort among Greek city-states, others argue that it was more like a protection racket, with Athens acting as the enforcer. Regardless of how we choose to view it, there is no denying that Athens used the League's resources and military might to further its own interests and maintain its dominance over the Greek world. The Athenian Empire eventually came to an end with the defeat of Athens in the Peloponnesian War, but its legacy continues to be felt in the history and culture of Greece to this day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on ancient history.